You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us this Wednesday evening. I'm Ken Bufa. There has now been 5 shark attacks on the island since Monday, and the latest one was yesterday when a woman was bitten in the waters off Cherry Grove. Officials now are scrambling to calm nerves and keep swimmers safe. Newsday TV's Cecilia Dowd tells us how.
You're much more likely to drown and be injured from a rip current than you are from a shark or a shark bite.
This is a new normal. Sharks are closer to the shore, and we've seen that over the last few years. And that's because the bunker and baitfish have been out there in bigger numbers than we've ever seen.
After a handful of shark bites and potential bites off the south shore of Suffolk County this week, officials say enhanced shark patrols are effective. Check out these drones at Robert Moses, scanning the water for any sign of dangerous marine life. If a shark is spotted, here's what to expect.
We'll make immediate notification to the state park and to the lifeguards and assist them with clearing the water.
And Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman says,
I want to stress that if you're in a protected area, you will be very, very safe. We have drones in the air. We have helicopters in the air. We've got police marine boats out on the waters, and we have all-terrain vehicles riding up and down the beach.
So are people staying out of the water? I caught up with a mom and her daughter, and let's just say they agree to disagree.
Such a rare occurrence. I mean, it's been happening a little bit more lately, but no, it doesn't frighten me to go in the water. I've seen the helicopters, the boats, the drones.
How does that make you feel?
Safe.
I stay on the sand, I'll put my toes in the water, and that's it.
Why?
I'm not getting eaten by a shark. That's their, habitat. That's their home. Mine is right here on the land. Nice and safe here. That's where I'll stay.
Cecilia Dowd for Newsday TV.
Now, a spokesperson for County Executive Steve Bellone says Suffolk lifeguards are actively patrolling for sharks and other marine life on paddleboards and wave runners, in addition to monitoring from the shore. And sharks are not the only problem for swimmers. Authorities are also warning folks about rip currents. Officials say if you're caught in a rip current, don't fight it. Instead, swim parallel to the shore and call or wave for help. During a news conference today, a Long Island woman spoke about losing her daughter to a rip current.
Her natural instinct, like Mr. Blakeman said, is to fight against the current, and she tired out and not knowing what to do. She tired out and drowned. And if I can save one family from the devastation that my family and I are going through, this is my mission.
Now, the National Weather Service says about 71 people die in rip current drownings every year. And a Brooklyn man has been sentenced to 20 years to life for killing a West Babylon woman on New Year's Day. Kijan Campbell stabbed Mikael Jassis at her home on January 1st back in 2022. The DA's office says Campbell and the 21-year-old victim were acquaintances. And police are offering cash to find a dog that was swiped from its owner's front yard. Cops say a man stole a Shih Tzu poodle named Bandit outside a Huntington Station home. The suspect drove off in a possible Mercury Grand Marquis. According to the owner, the dog has health issues and needs its medication. Police are asking anyone with info to call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-220-TIPS. And only in Newsday, a new bill in Suffolk County will allow cops to carry EpiPens. Now, until now, EMTs carried them. The bill was unanimously approved in the legislature last month. A spokesperson for County Executive Steve Bellone said he is reviewing the bill. Now, for more on the EpiPen bill, stay tuned to Newsday TV. Read more on Newsday.com or check out our mobile app. All right, it's time now for a look at your Long Island weather. And it was quite a hot one today. If you were outside, it was a little bit uncomfortable. Take a look at tonight. It's mostly clear skies with temps in the 70s. And tomorrow, temps are in the 80s with kind of a mixed bag. We have some sun and we have some clouds. But again, temps in the low 80s.
Get more of the stories you've seen on Newsday TV at Newsday.com. Plus breaking news, investigations, things to do, restaurants, and other Long Island news you can't get anywhere else. At Newsday.com, covering Long Island like no one else can.
A Jericho teen created an adaptable surfboard that allows people with disabilities to ride the waves. Sherry Einhorn has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
I love that, the thrill of riding down that wave.
17-year-old Brandon Klein has been surfing for as long as he can remember.
You just feel amazing in a sense. You can't you can't stop smiling. Almost like once you get that wave, you can't stop smiling.
He's also a volunteer with an organization called Surf for All and wondered if there was a better way to make surfing more accessible. Yeah. Turns out there was. Brandon connected with a man in Wales who had created an adaptive surfboard years earlier and was happy to share his design so Brandon could have one made locally. What a smile! 5-year-old Brennan Guerin is loving it. He has Lee's syndrome, which his mom described as his cells not making enough energy for his muscles to grow properly. Did you go slow or fast?
Fast.
Do you like going fast?
Yeah.
Do you like going slow?
No.
Nobody likes going slow, right? Now, anyone interested in trying out this board free of charge can do that by setting it up through Surf for All.
Ready to go? They really have hearts of gold.
Surf for All co-founder Jim Mulvaney says teenagers like Brandon are full of incredible energy and ideas to help make surfing more inclusive.
He saw this need that we overlooked for years. Put a chair on a surfboard, how could we do that? But we needed a young person to say, why not, rather than, huh? So he just went ahead and did it.
And as for Brandon, he's filled with a wave of emotion, so excited to see his idea become a reality.
This sport, I feel like, should be for everyone. I like being in the ocean, being comfortable in there. I think it's something that everyone should have in life.
In Long Beach, I'm Sherry Einhorn for Newsday TV.
Love to see those smiles too. Now, to read more about the adaptive surfboard, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. A childhood hobby transformed into a career. Photojournalist Chris Ware shows us in our exclusive Trade series.
Hi, my name is Zachary Hofer, and I am a Long Island tradesman. Grew up working on, cars and stuff with my father. He ended up getting a welder from my neighbor. I started welding stuff on like go-karts. From there, I went to trade school. And the projects that we take on, it's not a little go-kart anymore. The satisfaction from when I was younger to now is still the same. It's just the projects in size grow, which is nice to see. I like seeing something going together. And then you have, a product that you built from, nothing almost. Tons of work needs to be done in the trades as a welder. The older generations are kind of getting out of this trade and retiring. It's hard to find people to do what we're doing. Nobody's doing this trade. A lot of kids coming out of high school are not being geared to go into trades. I've yet to find somebody, as young as me doing this type of work. Friends and family, they definitely support what I'm doing. And it's a good feeling to know that you can kind of like provide for your own because the work is always there. The work is always there in the trade. Can do whatever I want to do and just the opportunity is endless. It's good to know that we are always going to have work here on Long Island. What I've created out of this little 2-car garage, now we're going into our 3rd shop. It's definitely been a success.
Now, to see more of our trade series, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Watch Newsday TV on the big screen. Use the remote to activate Siri, Alexa, Roku, or the Google Assistant on your streaming device. Say, install Newsday. Newsday TV, covering Long Island like no one else can.
You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Ken Buffa. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll leave you now with